Hello, hello. How are you guys? It's been so long. So very long. So, if you're new to my channel, my name is Stef, and I love helping people heal from their past and become the highest version of themselves. And I have not posted much to my channel in the last few years. And in fact, it's been, I don't even know how long since I posted a video on this channel. It's been a good minute. But I wanted to come on and post this update because I do plan on coming back online soon. But I'm in the process of figuring that out, and I just feel like some of you really did receive well my last update video where I was just kind of vulnerably sharing where I was at in my life and how I felt lost and confused or whatever else I shared at the moment. And I just kind of wanted to do another one of these update videos because I like being able to look back on them for myself, to remember that time in my life and what I was going through and everything that has transpired since that moment and how far I've come. And just to share my own journey, because I think it's really important for us to share our journeys with one another, because I think what I have realized in my own life is that no matter what age you're at, we all have these ideas in general about like how far along we're supposed to be in our lives, in our businesses, in whatever other stuff. And when we feel we're not meeting those expectations, we feel like crap about ourselves. And there's this tendency to compare ourselves to one another. And especially with social media now, like you constantly are being bombarded with other people and what they have going on. And social media a lot of times is very curated to make things look perfect or a certain way, and it can really leave you feeling shitty about yourself. And I just want to share my messy life and my messy journey, and to just put it out there for whoever's meant to receive it, so that they know that, if you're going through a hard time in your life where you don't have your shit figured out, you feel lost, you feel like you're not reaching certain milestones at certain stages of your life, etc., I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. And I hope that that serves as some kind of validation for you and helps you in some kind of way. Nobody really has it all figured out. I think sometimes we have it figured out for certain times of our lives, or sometimes we can have it figured out for a certain period. But then sometimes life will throw us for a loop and nothing will freaking make sense. And we'll have to go through dark nights of the soul and get ourselves out of there, claw our way out of the darkness, and come back on top again, stronger than before. And I think that's just kind of what I've observed through my own story, through learning about others. And yeah, I still don't have my shit figured out. I'm in the process of trying to figure it out. And I'm sure one day in the future, it'll look like I have it all figured out and things are going well. And maybe things will be going well and I will feel on top of the world at that time, but you never know what could happen. And I think it's just really important to share the good times just as much as the low times as well, because that's life. That's life, and we don't need to carry any shame or guilt around that or beat ourselves up around that. So I don't remember what I shared last year. I think I talked about my millennial crisis. I'll put those videos up here somewhere for you to go and watch if you want to see where I was. But I think I just remembered sharing that I was really lost. And I just didn't know what to do with my life anymore, because I just felt out of alignment with the work that I do here on this channel. the work that I've dedicated so much of my life to, I've spent thousands of dollars on, to get coaching for myself, to get certain teachings or whatever, certain things related to my personal development and growth. And it just didn't really feel fully aligned with me anymore. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt myself really pulling away from all the spiritual stuff. Like, I haven't even really talked to my own spirit guides in like probably over a year or something. It's been a minute. It's been a good minute. And I don't practice like meditation right now. Well, I kind of started meditating the last couple days. I did like just a regular 10-minute calm my mind meditation just to be chill, because I love not thinking and just being blissed out sometimes. And I did like an abundance meditation this morning or something, you know? But like, I haven't really meditated in a good while. And I don't know, I just kind of drifted away from all of these things. It just didn't fully feel aligned for me anymore. And I didn't feel right coming on and talking about these kinds of things when my energy just couldn't get behind it. You know, it just felt very hypocritical. And I don't know, I don't try to be that way. I try to be as truthful as I can be, and true to myself, and just try to be as authentic as I can. And how can I teach about things or preach about certain things that I don't know, I'm just not vibing with anymore? So I've taken a step back from a lot of spiritual things as a result. Is this a permanent thing? Probably not, but I'm still in the process of figuring out my own spirituality. What does that look like for me today? What still feels good for me to engage with today? You know? And just letting my inner guidance and God lead me as I figure that out. And yeah, you know, just doing my best to move forward on my path. And I think I just really wanted to share that because, I don't know, I think sometimes people struggle with letting the spiritual stuff go. Or they go to the other extreme and they let it go completely because they've deemed it as something really bad or demonic or whatever other stuff, which is fine, that's their journey. And I feel like, you know, it's a good thing to have all of these gurus or spiritual teachers or whatever that we learn from, people who have guided us, been mentors to us, etc. But I think at some point, at least in my case, I feel like I wasn't tapping into my own spirituality and understanding what that means to me, what that looks like to me, what my everyday practices that are aligned and feel good to me are. Like, I wasn't really tapping into these things. I was just kind of going off of what I had been taught by others, what I had learned from others. And I wasn't really being myself. Does that make sense? Especially like when you spend all this money learning from specific people and in a way either being indoctrinated by their teachings, their perspective, or just simply being immersed in, you know, their beliefs around spirituality and their practices, etc. Like, it's so easy for us to like get sucked into that and run with it. And I've been on this journey of like not looking to anyone else and just coming back to myself. What does it look like for me when I push away all of this noise, all of this stuff from other people, And that's not a bad thing, you know? It's not a bad thing if you're a follower. And it's not a bad thing if you're not a follower. You know, we're all on our own unique journeys, and sometimes we need to be followers for a while, and sometimes we need to just be, you know, leaders or rebels or anarchists, whatever you want to call it, you know, for a while. Or sometimes we need to be a mix of the both or whatever. And I think that's okay, and I think that's why I just want to come on here and just share what I'm going through, my process, my unique experience, and hopefully it serves people in whatever way it needs to. I think for the longest time, I've been unconsciously looking to another to save me, to validate me, to tell me I'm on the right path, to make me feel secure, all of these different things. And I've been in the last few years gradually embracing that I'm a trailblazer, that I'm here to do things differently, uniquely, that I'm not here to look to another. I'm here to make my own way, and I need to be strong in that and secure and stop waiting for someone to see what I'm doing and be like, yes, Steph, you're doing a good job. And for me to know I am doing a fucking good job. You know, I don't need to be waiting around for anyone else to tell me that. And have more confidence and trust in myself and how I'm doing things or what I'm going through. So that's where I'm at. You know, I'm still figuring this out. There's been a lot of people in, you know, the last year or so who have been coming to my channel and have been subscribing to my channel because they liked a lot of the content that I posted on negative entities and things like that. And I'm so grateful to those of you who are watching this video who came to my channel because of those teachings, and I really hope that what I shared with you helped you in some way. A lot of people have been asking me from those videos, how do you clear them? And honestly, part of the reason I haven't come on to address these kinds of questions is because, number one, I've been so busy with my personal life. I just got done recording a video on my travel YouTube channel where I give people travel advice on Peru. I'll link it up here somewhere for you to go watch that video if you like, or for you to follow me on that channel if you like. But I talked in that video a lot about my personal life and how I have been in a relationship, you know, for almost hasn't been a year, but for the better part of the last 9-10 months or so, you know, and how that's taken a lot of my time and energy. And yeah, like, I want to circle back to what I was saying earlier about, you know, around this time last year, my midlife crisis. I was lost in life. I didn't know what I was going to do. As I said, I felt kind of not aligned with the spiritual stuff anymore, the personal development stuff anymore. And I took a step back from it, and I started focusing my attention, my energy, my efforts on creating content for that travel channel instead, which is what I did, and I loved it. But yeah, you know, along the way, unexpectedly, after embracing the fact that I didn't know what I was doing with my life, I didn't know where it was going, I didn't know if I was gonna ever achieve any of the things that were important to me or not, because I couldn't see them at that time coming in anytime soon. But I embraced that and I let it be okay. I surrendered to the process, and I just embraced what I had going on in the moment, which was my travel channel. And then shortly thereafter, I met the person I'm with. And yeah, you know, we've been together since then, and it's been a very quick-paced relationship. We've gone through lots of major relationship milestones in a very short amount of time. One of those things is being that we now live together. So I'm in a new space because we live together. And, you know, that's where I'm at right now in life. And the reason I kind of bring that up now is because literally, I was in a very low place this time last year. Now we're in July, so by this time last July, I was better. But like late May 2023, early June 2023, I was like wrecked, you know, bawling my eyes out, sad because I felt like crap. Like, how can I be 34 and a half, which is what I was at the time, and not know what I want to do with my life? And, you know, what have I been doing with my life these last few years that I've dedicated my time and energy to this personal development, spiritual stuff? Like, is it going to go anywhere? You know, have I wasted my time and money kind of thing? Like, what do I do next? Am I ever going to meet anyone? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I just had all this negative stuff happening. And I had to embrace it and shift it and do the best that I could with, you know, what I was able to put my time and energy into at the time, which was my travel stuff. And then all this other good stuff came into my life. You know, I'm with a really good person. Things aren't perfect by any means. I shared a little bit about our early dating days on my Instagram channel because it's been the best relationship I've been in ever in my life. And it's been unlike anything I've ever experienced. And I literally feel like this is the person that I had been manifesting for years. And now that I manifested this person, I'm like, oh, hold up, man. I didn't know. See, God will give you what you ask for. And you gotta be careful for what you ask for. Because I asked for some things that I thought were a good idea at the time. But now, as I play it out, I'm like, I don't know about this anymore. And one of those things was I asked for someone I could grow through life with, thinking, you know, I wanted this person to be on the same personal development course, you know, the same personal development path, and like we're working on ourselves, et cetera, becoming our highest selves. But then when it actually comes to the relationship, and you know, you want to grow together, which means things are going to come up for you to work on to grow. And that's not fun. That is not pleasant, okay? Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, it's so much work. Why? So be careful for what you ask for. But it's been interesting, you know. Overall, it's a really great relationship. And I shared a little bit about it in our early days, like I said, on Instagram, because I'm really private, actually. I've become so super private, embracing that Scorpio moon of mine. Ain't nobody knowing nothing about me unless I say so. But yeah, I do share personal things about my life if I feel like it's going to help someone, if I feel like it's serving a greater purpose than just me. I'm always willing to sacrifice my privacy for a greater cause, you know, within limits, within a certain boundary that still feels good with me, right? And so I'm sharing all of this because, you know, I've been reflecting a lot recently over how much my life has changed in the last year, how far I've come. And I just think back to the last video, one of the last videos I posted here on this channel, just kind of sharing how lost I was. And I'm like, wow, I would have never imagined that I'd be where I'm at now, just a year later, when at the time I couldn't even see it anywhere in sight, you know. I wasn't dating anyone, I wasn't looking for love, nothing. This just kind of came out of left field for me. And yeah, we've gone through so much together in this time that we've been together. And that's also part of what's been taking a lot of my time, you know, and why I haven't been able to make content for my travel channel or this channel either, but also because I haven't had time to even figure out my spirituality yet either, and what I want to do moving forward, because the relationship has occupied a lot of my time, and I just don't like being stretched thin anymore, putting so much pressure on myself, overloading myself. Like, I just don't do that anymore. And I'm like, one thing at a time, people, one thing at a time. So now that my personal life, my home life is a lot more stable, I feel like I have now more of the capacity to sit with myself and work on myself again and try to get clear about what I want for my life or my future, and try to figure out again what is my passion, my purpose. You know, what am I here to do and to give to the world to make it better? And that's what I'm in the process of doing. You know, it's part of the reason why I'm here sharing. I'm giving an update. I'm sharing how much my life has changed in the last year. I'm sharing where I'm at. You know, in the last couple of days or so, I felt a shift in me. I don't know if it's the full moon energy from recently or whatever. It's Capricorn and full moon, I think. But I just felt, I don't know, I just manifested certain videos on YouTube that inspired me in certain ways and really got me to be like, okay, I gotta get my shit together. And I have, you know, in the last couple of days been getting journals out and journaling about my vision for my life and my goals for the next 3, 6, 12 months, you know, 1, 3, 5 years. Where do I see myself? What do I want? What do I think is possible? And doing my personal development practices again, like affirmations and mirror work and all this other stuff. And this is stuff that I've neglected for a hot minute. Because like I said, I felt disheartened by it all or out of alignment with it. I don't know. I was just going through a lot of shit. You know? Because I feel like I have dedicated my life, especially from like 2016 and onward. It's like 2015 was when I did health coaching. I started doing some personal development work, but especially like 2016 and onward till 2022 or so, I dedicated that whole time to mindset work and healing work and spiritual stuff and like manifesting my desires and all this stuff. You know, to reach my potential. And I felt like I wasn't reaching my potential. I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. And it was like, well, what the fuck? Like, why do I even bother anymore? Why do I even try? This shit isn't working out for me anymore. F this crap. Scorpio moon. So I just kind of threw it to the side and was like, I'm done with it. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm over this. You can't convince me to come back to it, God. But I was always kind of like in and out of touch with it. In spite of that, you know, things come up on my TikTok or YouTube or whatever, you know. And yeah, you know, just recently, I guess I watched some things that inspired me in certain ways and kind of woke back up that desire to make shit happen, to figure myself out, to do practices that are good for me. And that's where I'm at. You know, I've been, just working on certain affirmations, EFT tapping, journaling again. You know, I used to journal religiously like every freaking day, multiple times a day for years. And then in the last few years, I just dropped all that shit. I was like, fuck that. I don't have time for that. I don't want to be wasting any more hours of my day journaling. I'm done. You know? But I've been embracing it again as of recently, because I feel like I'm in a better place. I'm in a much better place, and I feel like I've also been exposed to the right perspectives recently, aligned for where I'm at today, where I can really hear a certain message a certain way. I guess it was my time to receive it, and that are just motivating me and inspiring me to get back on it and to do what I'm here to do, even though I don't yet know what that is. But, you know, I'm here. showing up and just sharing my journey, where I'm at, my life experience, and I hope that that helps someone in some kind of way. You know, like I said earlier, I think it's really important to share these things, and I don't think a lot of people do that enough. Everyone's busy sharing the highlight reels, you know, their wins and their successes, and I don't know. I'm just doing me. And yeah, you know, that's where I'm at. I feel really good about where I'm at in life right now. Things are not perfect, but they're definitely a bajillion times better than they were a year ago. I have a good love in my life, someone who really loves me so deeply and cherishes me, and I'm really, really grateful. I've never had anyone love me the way that my partner loves me, and to show up for me as much as my partner shows up for me. And that's been so deeply healing and transformative. And you know, just the other day, a few days ago, I went and got my nails done. Look at my nails. Oh, can you see them? Look at them. And I found a really great nail tech. She does an amazing job. Her work be on point. But yeah, you know, that day I went to go get my nails. I decided to treat myself. I had a really good day to myself. I got me some boba tea. I got me some Korean lip gloss type stuff. I don't know what this is called, but it's a really good thing. That Korean makeup be on point. Let me tell you, this was my first experience, and I was like, ooh, it's soft. It don't dry nasty. Like, it just felt light. It was on point. Anyway, and I decided to go get a massage. And I went to my masseuse, which I had not seen in years, because she's kind of out of the way for me, and blah, 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 all these different things. And I didn't even know if she was there anymore, but she was, apparently. I happened to find her there. We reconnected, updated her on my life. She updated me on her life. But one of the things that she said to me was, girl, I was kind of afraid of working on you, because usually you come up in here so tense, but you don't have any knots right now. Your body is fine. Look at you. Like, I'm just working on you. You feel relaxed. And I was like, really? I do? She was like, yeah. And then I was like, well, that's when you have a good man in your life. But, you know, I definitely think that that's been huge in my life, is having a good love in my life who treats me right and takes care of me in so many ways, and helping me to shift out of a lot of survival fear-based things and stuff. And yeah, you know, that's allowed for me to be more in my feminine energy, to just be more relaxed and, you know, trusting in life. And it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful, you know, through that relationship, to see how it's healed me on so many levels. And my masseuse can testify to how much I have changed, you know, because back when I used to go with her, I was, you know, trying to get my business going, working with clients, promoting things, etc. Like, I had a lot going on. So obviously I was stressed. That doesn't mean you should be stressed, okay, just because you have a lot going on. But clearly, with the way I was perceiving things, or beliefs that I had at the time, or lessons, whatever I was going through, had me stressed. And, you know, just choosing to do things my way, and choosing to just lay off the personal development stuff for a while, or the spiritual stuff for a while, and just focus on existing, and focus on my relationship, and trying to work through the stuff that the relationship brings up, to be a better person, a better partner, release past beliefs and traumas, etc., has helped me to just be so relaxed, much more relaxed than I was before, you know? And that's also, I think, doing the work, just in a different way. So yeah, you know, that's what I've been up to this last year or so. Like I said, I don't yet have clear in my mind what I want to do with this channel, what I want to create content around. But I'm taking those steps. I'm taking those steps and gaining clarity. Every day I'm boosting myself up, affirming positive things about myself, and I'm gonna start affirming positive things about my purpose. Probably affirm that, I love fulfilling my purpose. My purpose fulfills me so much, even though I don't yet know what the hell it is. But I'm gonna speak it into existence. I'm gonna get that clarity, and I'm gonna be showing up sometime soon with some kind of offer, some kind of thing, or teachings or insights, I don't know. And just put it out there for whoever resonates and feels aligned to receive it, and just be there helping people, because it just brings me so much joy helping people and filling people up with really good energy, and just lifting people's spirits. I love being people's cheerleader. I think that's one of the things that I'm really good at. And but we're figuring out what that looks like exactly moving forward. So this is my life update. It wasn't a tear-filled one, fortunately. And I hope that this has helped you in some way. I hope it's validated maybe certain things for you, or given you hope, or helped you feel more at ease in the unfolding of your own life and knowing you're exactly where you're supposed to be. God has everything under control, or the universe, source, whatever term works best for you, but it's all gonna work out. Just gotta be patient and let things unfold for you, and do the best that you can with what you have available to you. And I just want to add real quick that last year when I started doing the videos for the travel channel, because this is coming to me really quick that I have to say before I get off, is when I started doing the videos for the travel channel, even though I didn't know what my purpose was, but I had clarity that, I'm just going to focus my time and energy on this travel channel at this time. And I'm going to do that because that just brings me joy. It brings me joy to do these travel videos. I like the creative process of it. I like going to new places and having new experiences. It brings me joy to just do something for the fun of it, not because I'm expecting virality or a bunch of followers or whatever, but just because I genuinely love helping people, and I love making these videos, and I love going around the city and doing new things and reporting back on it, and I just want to focus on what makes me happy. That's all that was really important to me at that time, because I felt so low prior to that, with my midlife crisis, I just felt so low, and I was just like, I don't want to feel this way. I just want to be happy. So let me, accept that I feel like crap about myself. Let that be okay. But recognize that I'm putting so much pressure on myself, and to release that, and to know that my value isn't inherently dependent on having a certain level of recognition or money or whatever it is for me to feel proud about myself or good about myself or feel like I'm progressing with life, and to just let that go and just know that the best thing I can do for myself is just do stuff that makes me happy and be the happiest version of myself I can be for my own self. And I've focused on that, my own happiness. So I don't know, I hope that helps you in some way. I guess that was a message for someone. But just, I guess when I just filled my own cup up and I just made myself happy, I think that's when a short while later, like a month or so later, I met my partner that I'm with now. And I guess I was a match for someone like that, because I was already taking care of myself in that way. And it was ready, I was ready to enter in a relationship again, I had worked on a lot of my past crap enough to where, okay, Steph's probably ready to be in this relationship now and handle it a lot better because she's not as traumatized as she was from her past toxic one. So yeah, you know, that's what I'm focusing on right now too. Coincidentally, I'm just focusing on being happy and not doing the personal development stuff necessarily to seek a goal like I used to be in the past. You know, I want X amount of followers or X amount of money a month in my business or whatever. I'm just doing this personal stuff, personal development stuff, because I'm doing it for myself. I feel good when I'm working on myself, when I'm boosting myself up with affirmations, or when I'm getting to know myself better through journaling and seeing what unconscious negative stuff is there and then choosing to rewrite a new story around that, or doing, you know, these practices like meditation or whatever to just dedicate time to myself. Like that just feels so good to me because I love myself and I want to do right by myself and I want to give myself all of this love through all of these practices that I haven't been doing for a good minute now, and I just want to pour into myself, and I'm just doing it for me, you know, which is, I think, the first time that I've approached it this way in my life. Because in the past it was always, oh, I'm doing these things to get rid of my trauma, I'm doing these things to get rid of these negative beliefs so that I can have more empowering beliefs, so that I can manifest this thing that I want necessarily, like all these things. But now I'm just like, no, I'm just doing it for me. I just want to be happy. And every day I'm choosing to be happy through these practices. So I think if any of this resonates with you on some level, just choose to be happy and do what's right for you. Yeah. So that's my message for you today. I really hope that this has helped you. If you watched this video and you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and drop me your comments down below. And I'll be seeing you guys someday soon once I get myself together. We'll see. So much can change in a short amount of time. Or maybe the next time I pop up, I'm ready to go full force and do a bunch of things, you know. But this is where I'm at right now. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Oh, and also, since I last came on my channel, I see that I'm over 1,000 subscribers. Finally, it's taken a bajillion years, but I'm here. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate you. And yeah, your support means the world to me. And I really am glad that you find my content helpful and useful to you in some way. So